Colorado for our weekly Elliott Wave analysis, Riding the Waves with John and Paul. Appreciate everybody for tuning in here. Let me get it tweeted out so everybody can join in. 1 second. There. And there. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. And there. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody for tuning in this evening. I know it's not our normal time, but we've had a short week here this week with the holiday over the weekend, and but we're happy to be able to get Paul here with us here this evening. Paul, are you out there?
Hey, how's it going, John? Yep, I'm out here ready to roll.
Awesome. Good stuff. Good. Can we get a quick sound check out there? Just want to make sure everybody can hear Paul out there from Colorado.
How's it going, people? Ready for some fib action tonight?
Awesome. Pumped about it. Anybody there? Sound check. Was everybody able to hear Paul out there? All right. Thanks, Dire Straits. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, guys. All right. So awesome. Yeah. So tonight we're going to be covering really cool stuff. Paul sounds good. I love it. So today we're going to be talking about Fib extensions. So we've touched on it, of course, in the past, but today we're going to kind of dedicate a little bit more time to it. And I think you guys are like it. It helps us. It helps us especially with the topic that we've been talking about this week, which is navigating all-time highs. And yesterday we kind of did a preview of Elliott Wave. We're talking about that, and finding these extensions can help us find maybe how far we could possibly go. So before we get started, though, everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm just going to run through a quick run through the market and see what happened here today, and then we'll tell you what the future, see what we're up to or down to here this evening. And then Paul's going to talk a little bit about Fib extensions and how he likes to use those to try to estimate the end of a potential wave. And then we'll take a look at a couple of things on our radar now that the week has gotten started. And then if there's any time, we'll get through some questions and chart requests. So let's get started. All right, so SPX here down 2 points today. Here's the monthly chart on the SPX candlestick chart. We pushed, we're pushing up here. The monthly chart, we're back above the upper Bollinger Band, green on the month. Still have about a half a month left right here. The weekly chart is kind of starting to pause here, right? We got a big push up out of the bearish engulfing week, and got some follow through last week, and now we're kind of calming down a little bit, but according to the RSI, we could still have room to go. In terms of the daily chart, though, what we're seeing is we're just trying to figure out when this wave 1 might be done, right? This is kind of a sub-wave 1 right here, a potential wave 5 up, right? To kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at, we have this ABC move right here, and the wave 1 that we're talking about is here, your first wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 back to the 50-day moving average, and it looks like we're working on a wave 5, and this looks like a sub-wave 1 of 5. Now, it's possible this could be it. This could be the end of wave 5 when we start pulling back, but like I said, it looks like there's some room to go potentially, and we're going to take a look at some Fib extensions here today to see where we might be able to make it. So, but in terms of today's price action, like you can see here, we saw a doji day today, or a spinning top day today. It's kind of blah price action, right? We had a couple quick moves, very, very precise, very interesting, right? So we filled the gap from Friday, and we bounced off of that quickly, but we didn't get any follow through. They came back and retested it, kind of pulled its way down, and then we chopped for the rest of the day, making it pretty challenging overall. Let's take a look at the S&P futures here going into the evening, and so far, the ES is down 10 points, right? So pretty interesting stuff. This is basically where we were testing here earlier today. The scene of the breakout here last Friday, right? We had kind of some choppy action here over the President's Day holiday, right? Futures basically no volume. We got a little bit of a push this morning, and then we kind of came back and started retesting some of those levels, and now we're kind of really returning basically to the scene of that breakout right here. So let's see how we hold these levels. Again, holding this 39.10 is going to be very important. Below there, we've got some major levels below, so we'll see what they have in store here for the evening, but we're going to be keeping an eye on a couple things right here. We've got, of course, our large geometric lines here and here are going to be the major ones for us to look to see if we can break out above those. Otherwise, to me, it looks like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in the works right now. So we'll see if that finishes up, and if we can start correcting our way back up from there. So it is possible, or it could be part of a larger zigzag move, right? Maybe this was a zigzag down, ABC up, and this could be a larger zigzag down. It's pretty big, though. So, but we'll see where we go from there. Anyway, guys, good stuff. So we'll see what we have in store for tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on these geometric lines. We'll keep an eye on these support levels. And so tonight, we're going to be talking about Fib extensions. And what better time to talk about this than being right at all-time highs here on the SPX and on the S&P And we've got Paul here to talk a little bit about how he uses those and some names that he's been tracking here in the group. So, Paul, I'm going to turn it over to you if you're ready.
Sure. Thanks, John. Ready to
Awesome. Yeah.
go?
Good stuff. You
All
got it.
right. First chart I was going to look at is DKNG, and I'm going to show you how I get this 3 right here. We have a 1, 2, 1, 2. Here's wave 1. Here's wave 2. We're trying to project where this wave 3 is going to go to. So this is on TradingView. So I go to my trend-based Fib Extension tool. In my first click, it's going to be 3 clicks, but the first click is bottom of wave 1, top of wave 1, bottom of wave 2. Let's see what we get here. We get the 1.618 right here, which is the common length for wave 3. It can also be 2.618. But anyway, so we went from here to here to here, and we get our wave 3 1.618 extension.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
From
1.618 is very common for wave 3. And then wave 5, I'm not sure if you've got one for wave 5, but wave 5, what do you normally use for wave 5?
Well, we're going to get to that for wave 5.
Oh, okay.
Let me do wave 4 first.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Keep going.
So it's okay. So we got 1, 2, 3. So we got our 3 projected to 1.618, and this is DKNG. So we might want to know where wave 4 is going to go. Wave 4 is just a simple retracement of wave 3. So I'm going to, let's see, just go to the basic Fib retracement tool, start at the bottom of 2, and go to 3. And let's see what we get here. 382 is common for wave 4. So here's 382. So here's where wave 4 would end up being. And this is a pretty common retrace for wave 4's 382.
So you go from the bottom of wave 2 to wave 3. I oftentimes go to the start of wave 1 to wave 3.
Well, there's a lot of different ways to do it for sure. There's a lot of different algo targets, so it doesn't hurt to check them all for
Nice.
sure. But this is just a basic retrace for wave 4, and I just did a retrace of wave 3. Okay, but then you might be saying, okay, if this is wave 3 and this is going to be wave 4, where is wave 5 going to go? A common way to get wave 5 is to do a Fib extension. Let me grab our handy Fib extension tool. I start from the bottom of wave 1, first click. Second click would be top of wave 3. And then we go to wave 4 and click. And then we should get to 618 here. Let's see. So the 618 is right here, which is where wave 5 would be. And all this is theoretical. I try not to get too advanced in these measurements until I have some pivots in. But that's how you get wave 3, then a retrace for wave 4, then a Fib extension for wave 5.
Awesome. And so wave 5, you went from the start of wave 1
Right here, yeah.
all the way up to wave 3
Three,
top,
3
and
top.
then pulled it back to wave 4, and then you went to the 0.618
Right,
to get
exactly.
wave 5. Very nice. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so wave 4 is often the 0.382 of wave 3, so it makes sense if you start at the at the start of wave 3 to get there. So that makes sense. That's awesome. Good.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. It's just 38%, and it's pretty common. And the way we get this wave 5 measurement may seem a little strange, but the algos hit this target all the time. It's a really common wave 5 target. It just happens to work.
That's awesome. That's great. That's a great explanation of that, guys. So, real quick review, right? So we go to once a wave is started, right, and you've got a pretty good count here for wave 1, wave 2, right? To try to estimate wave 3, what we do is, right, we go to the 1.618 extension, right? Often. So you go from the start of wave 1, you pull back to wave 2, and you extend it up to wave 3, right?
Correct.
And then
Yep.
to get wave 4, oftentimes it's a 382, and that's a 382 retracement of wave 3. So we start at wave 2, go up to wave 3, and we get the 382 off of that to get wave 4. And then finally to get wave 5, you start at the start of wave 1, and then pull it back to wave 4, and then you do the 0.618 for wave 5.
Correct.
Cool.
Yep.
Good.
You
Well, good
got it.
stuff. Well, that's really, really helpful, especially when we're counting waves. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, I got some stuff on ES2, some more Fib extensions.
That's
You
great.
guys
Yeah.
want
So being as that we're at all-time highs right here, a lot of people are keep on asking, like, how high can we go?
exactly. And there's a couple different counts. I've changed this count a couple times, but this is a pretty bullish count. I'm hoping this 618 holds here so we get a wave three. Just a quick refresh. 618 is real basic. It's just all you're doing is doing a retracement from wave one, bottom of wave one to the top, and that gives us the 618. Okay. So here we have wave two, 618, and then we might be wondering, okay, where's wave three going to go? So this is where we go back to our Fib extension tool, and I'll just erase this so we can redo it. So we want to know where wave three is going to go. So we go trend-based Fib extension, start at the bottom of one, top of one, bottom of two, and then let me see what we get here. Click on the 618 and 2.618. So if this is wave two at 618, wave three's 1.618 extension is right here. It's also common that it could stretch to the 2.618.
Sure. Yeah. That would be really interesting right there. So it brings us all the way up to like 4,100 right here on the bullish count.
Yeah, and this is pretty bullish. And then just a quick review, if we wanted to see, okay, if this is wave three and this is wave four, where's wave five going to go? So we go to our Fib extension tool again. First click bottom of wave one, top of wave one, bottom of wave two. And we've got some overlap here, but this will be our 618. Actually, it's not working out for some reason. Hold on, guys. Not sure what happened there. Let's
Maybe
see.
because it's such a short wave.
Yeah, let me try that again. So we go bottom of one, top of one.
Oh, you need to go to wave four to get. Are you going for wave
Yeah,
five? Yeah.
yeah. We're doing wave five. So it's bottom of wave one, top of wave three, bottom of wave four. And that
Yeah.
gives us our 618, which is right here. It's
Got
pretty
it.
short, but it would be theoretically right there.
Got it. So interesting. So right now at all-time highs here in the ES, just using the Fib extensions, we're projecting, assuming the bullish count holds, we're kind of projecting a potential move anywhere between the 4075 to like the 4100 level, kind of 4070 to 4100. That would be very interesting if we continue to do that. The one thing that I have on this is that we really haven't made any deep retraces, right? So I mean, and that's kind of the scary part about being at all-time highs. We were talking about it last night, right? So we have this wave four right here at the bottom. And then, all these wave twos are really shallow wave two pullbacks. So it's like, are we going to get a 618 pullback? And is that going to like make the bears think that, the all-time high is in and a big market correction's coming? Are we going to get a 618 or, like a deeper, this one's a smaller 618, like you pointed out here, but just from the initial lows, right? Could we potentially pull back and then really start to get going? So it's kind of interesting out there to see what's going to hold. And today's little pullback right here could be interesting. We'll see if it's the start of something or not.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm hoping the 618 holds.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. So, but it was an interesting day. It was quite a choppy day today. I mean, there was not a lot of really bullish price action on. There's a couple names out there like CRM had some strength today. A couple of the pot names were pretty strong today, and then a couple of the social media names were strong today. But other than that, it was kind of a rough day. Right? Tesla was down today. Amazon was down. AMD,
Yes. Some
Apple.
some of the Bitcoin related stocks went up, like Mara did really good, and I think BTP did good also.
Yeah, yeah, a couple of Mara was good. That was from the bubble report this morning. We had that in there as a potential gap mover along with
Yeah,
Bitcoin, so that was a good one. So good stuff there.
yeah, yeah.
Well, good. Really helpful stuff there, Paul. That's awesome. That's really, really great to walk through and show not only how to show the Fib extensions, but you showed some great retracements on there too to help get to those extensions as well. So that was fantastic. I really appreciate that. I'm sure the group does here too. So good stuff. Did you have anything else you wanted to cover? Were there any charts you wanted to touch on now that the day has kind of gotten started here, or do we want to see if we have any requests out there? Because I got one I want to talk about. That's about it.
I was going to show Bitcoin real quick,
Okay.
and the count keeps changing here, but I have a new really bullish count here where we have our 3-4 that we've been looking at, and I changed it to a 1-2-1-2. You can
Nice.
see this wave right here is a leading diagonal with overlap. It's a wave one. This could possibly be a real shallow wave two. And then we're going up and through. So Bitcoin could go up pretty high.
Wow, you got to
And
that wave three up to 65,000. It was just amazing just seeing it up at 50,000. But it's like hard to be surprised.
yeah,
It's
it
really,
could really go pretty high here. And there's lots of different ways to count this for sure.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Good. Well, that looks pretty good right there. Okay, well, like I said, guys, this was a kind of a choppy day today, so there wasn't a lot of stuff that was really amazing. I actually want to talk about two names on here, and I may overlap some people's stuff on here, but one of the ones I want to talk about is, Paul, if it's okay.
Sure.
Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to pull up PLTR. So this was an interesting one, right? So Planeteer, we had a lot of bullish counts on this one. We've been talking about this one in the group a lot, and we kind of had it on the radar here today. Now it did have earnings right going into this morning, and so that's always a risk, right? There's always a risk with that. And so one of the big things that we've really been debating here, Elliot, wave-wise, was the wave 5 done out of the wave 4 triangle? Right, and initially it looked like it could have been, right, but there was one move right here, and it was this inside day where we took this inside day down with increasing volume going into earnings that really started to get me concerned. Now, did I short this into earnings? No way. I'm not gonna go into earnings like that. But I really wanted to see what the behavior was of this going into earnings to see if we got this projected move down. And so what I think it happened is we had a nice wave 4, we had a beautiful triangle breakout, right, and we finished wave 5 up here. And what we're looking at right now is the end of this first major wave up, and we're seeing a zigzag ABC retrace on this one. And so to me, it looks like I was drawing a projected symmetrical move down here on the daily chart. And you can see it basically brings us right back down here to the cloud for the wave C finish. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that symmetrical moves, to see if PLTR can hold the cloud here to finish a wave C up, and maybe it'll start working on an impulsive move up from there. Other than that, the other one that I had on the radar too is Boeing. I think I've adjusted my account on this one. I originally was thinking that it was going to pull back to a 618 up here, and the reason I didn't get short is because a lot of the activity, I thought the wave 1 was starting here, right? And what I was looking for was a 618 retrace to this area and then for it to get going again. Because to me, it looked like this was possibly a 1. We were going to look for a wave 2 down and then get going. But after today's price action, despite the just the market chop, Boeing had some relative strength today. I mean, if you go to the intraday price action, I mean, it was strong. Right, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, and possibly a wave 5 up into tomorrow. And so, kind of looking at this, it makes me think that maybe I missed the first wave. And so what I did is I recounted this one because we know we were tracking this one down for an ABC down, and we've been working on an impulsive wave up. We were just looking for a dip to buy. So at this point, what's kind of interesting is that this actually could have been a wave 1 up right here, and this was the wave 2 retrace. So if you kind of zoom in here and look at this, right? If we go here to here. Right, here's your 618. Right, we came right to the 886 here off of this one. So if this little move right here was a subwave 1 up to here, here's your wave 2, and it looks like this could have been a wave 3, which I haven't put in here yet. I'm going to do it here tonight. So let's go here. We got this 1, 2, 3, and then if that's the case, right, we just talked about here, we have a 382 pullback of wave 3 here to here, which is basically right off of the 382 here for wave 4. So this could be wave 4. And we may be in basically starting a kind of a subwave 5 up before we start maybe to get like a bigger move. So we'll see how that goes. This could be wave 1, and then we might see a bigger wave 2 pullback. Again, this thing's kind of had a big move after that large impulsive wave up. So what I was looking at right here is this is wave 1, this is wave 2, and this may be like sub wave 1 of 3. Right, and so then we might see a wave 2 pullback and then kind of go from there. But it's definitely showing some good Elliott wave stuff for us here, some good wave counts, and so definitely going to keep that on the radar going into this week. So those are the two ones that I have on the radar. And other than that, Paul, if you don't have anything else, any other charts you want to look at, we could take some questions and chart requests if there's time.
No, that sounds good. Let's go. I had a really good count on Boeing also. I was going to show you guys.
Do you? Okay, yeah. Let me put it over to you. Let me see. Oh, look at that. It looks pretty similar.
Yeah, I think we have the same count actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got the same count. But anyway, so here's Boeing 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're going up in wave 5. And just a quick recap, how do we get where wave 5 is going to be?
Oh, nice. I should have done that.
We start from the we start from the bottom of 1, top of 3, bottom of 4, and that gives us the 618 wave 5. And I think Boeing's going to hit it to the tick.
That's awesome. I'm gonna pull it. Actually, let me do it here on mine, just so anybody who uses Thinkorswim can see what we're working on here. So let me see. So we go here, we go here. So we take the you go from the bottom of wave one, right? So let's go
Yep.
Fib Extension. So bottom of wave one right here, top of wave three, bottom of wave four, and there's the 618. So I'm coming up with about somewhere around like 224, 225 ish.
I got 224.86, so pretty
Okay, yeah,
close.
somewhere between there. Yeah, it just all depends on. Yeah, you're probably more precise than I am right here. I think I missed it by like a 50 cents, but cool, good stuff, awesome. Well, that's great. Okay, so that's great. Another example of doing extensions right here. So yeah, let's see if Boeing can continue to work its way up. Again, that was one of the strongest names there today. The only reason that I was a little uncomfortable with it overnight is this potential cloud resistance up here, right? So I want to, and there was an old geometric line. So I really want, if we closed above that, I would have been long. I would have loved to have gone long on this one to try to see if it can work its way up to that 225. But definitely one to keep on the radar there too. So good stuff. All right, so good. So yeah, so let's see what we got out there. So Dire Straits, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to a fan of the tweets and everything. Good stuff. Yeah. So real quick, guys. Again, Paul is part of our group. He's in our Discord, and we work together on the Bubble Report each morning. Paul comes up with 2 fresh Elliott wave counts every morning for the Bubble Report. There's links if you go to our website. The links are in the description there. You can check out our group. You get the Bubble Report if you join the Trade with Paul group. Otherwise, you can get just the publication itself. It's only $5 a week. But anyway, really great content in there. And thanks for mentioning that. I love the content that we put out there. I really don't think anybody does this type of stuff we do. So really good stuff there. Appreciate it. Mike, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, CCL. I know. Is it possible? I know it's your favorite one. Is it possibly starting a new wave? Paul, have you done Carnival Cruise?
Um, I I don't have a good count on Carnival Cruise.
Okay, let me get that pulled up here because we were looking at that one today. It was like one of the only strong ones that was out there at the open, right? Because we had such a choppy open this morning. A lot of stuff was pulling back. Tesla was pulling back at the open. Apple was pulling back. AMD was pulling. And here's the cruise line just going, right? So what we saw right here is basically a bull flag breakout, right? So ultimately, like we talked about in the past, right? So waves like to be contained by channels, right? So when you can see kind of this channel up right here, that looks like an impulsive wave 1, right? And then we kind of have this A, B, C wave 2, right? So yeah, so it is possible right here. If this was the top of wave 1, right? This is your wave 2, and we might be working on sort of like a 1, 2, 1, 2, kind of a leading diagonal type move out of here. And today was a very impulsive move. So let's see if that can continue to hold. Otherwise, look for maybe another retrace and see if that's viable. Maybe it'll come back, test the cloud, and get going again. So it kind of looks like a 1, 2, 1, 2 right now. So or possibly a leading diagonal. So good stuff there. Great one, Mike. Appreciate it. And Shirley sent a few in here. Paul, let's take a look here. Do you have any on, let's see, we've got CRM. I know you've been tracking that one.
I have CRM. Yeah, let's see what we got for
Awesome.
CRM.
Let's take a look at that.
It's kind of an interesting count here, CRM. Okay, so CRM had this big wave 4, which took a long time. It was a WXY, and then we got this impulsive move up out of here. And I'm counting this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and right now we're in an extended wave 5. It could keep going a little bit, but I expect the wave 2 pullback soon, and then we're going to go up in wave 3.
Yeah, CRM had some relative strength today. That was an interesting one there too. So, and Shirley's got another one on there. How's Zoom looking?
Zoom, I got a good count on Zoom. Let's see, Zoom. Oops. Okay, here we go. All right, so for Zoom, let's see. All right. Anyway, so here we go. So we had 1, 2, 3, and then we had a wave 4. We had a shallow wave 4, but
2, 3,
the
6.
retrace was at 23%, which is considered shallow, also considered bullish because it's usually a little bit deeper. So anyways, we get a shallow wave 4, and I believe we are going up in wave 5. I can count these subwaves. 1 looks like a leading diagonal. 2, gap for wave 3, triangle wave 4.
Oh yeah.
So this should be wave 5.
Nice. So we may see some impulsive upside action there. Great find. Good stuff. Good job, Shirley. Appreciate that one. So Osiris, yeah, we're here now. So good stuff. And then Dyer, thanks so much. Thanks for waiting, guys. I really appreciate it. So the Nest has got a few on here which are looking kind of interesting. So either Home Depot or Lowe's. I'd like to see if you have one on either of those because the home builders had a really weak day today.
I, I don't think I have account on you. I have account on Home Depot, but I haven't been
Yeah, it hasn't been updated recently. Yeah, it was
yeah.
yeah, it looks kind of interesting there. One,
Actually, if
two,
this is actually, I guess this is what I got. I can just go with this.
sure.
We had a 3-4, and we're trying to go up in an impulsive wave here, and we got a 1-2. This looks like a 3. We could try our little retrace here and see what we get to there. So this is looking like a 618 to 786 retrace. It could be a 1-2-1-2, and this could be a 1-2. So we could be going up in Home Depot.
Nice. I see. I'm just kind of looking ahead right here. It looks like Osiris was asking about Home Depot too. He's saying symmetrical triangle weekly, bull flag of the daily. Please tell us why it's taking forever for the bull flag to break out. I mean, really, it's because of the name. I mean, this sector is really tough, and these are really really challenging names, right? So in this sector. So okay, so
Well, I'm just looking at that. That's a beautiful bull flag right there. It's probably a double combo. One,
yeah,
two, three. It's almost for sure I would guess that this is probably going to be a 1-2 and up.
yeah, yeah.
So this is a good one to watch. This is a
Definitely, I would say so. I mean, the sector's been interesting. Just look for some volume, right? We just gotta wait. You just can't, you can't just sit in a name and hope it's gonna go, right? You need at least some sort of confirmation. So, so good stuff there. And the Nest has got another one here, DKNG.
Yeah, I got that. DKNG. Let's see. I like DKNG here. Okay, so here's DKNG. Looks like I had this set up for something else, but we had our wave 1-2, and then we had this 1-2-3-4, and we are going up in wave 5 of 3. And just real quick, how do we get wave 3? I'll do a quick extension here, trend-based tool. Bottom of wave 1, top of wave 1, bottom of wave 2, gives us the 1.618. So this is where wave 3 should go. So I think DKNG is going to pull a strong wave 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good
Well,
stuff.
yeah.
That's great. Great extension on that one too. Nice. I like DKNG. Fabio, thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Yeah. So for waiting, let's take a look at INO. I don't know. Have you done INO, Paul? If not, I'd be happy to pull it up.
Yeah, go for it. I don't have that one.
Okay, I've been stalking this one for a little bit with Fabio here. So INO. Again, it's been kind of consolidating for a little bit. We're looking for some volume one way or the other, and this thing is just a choppy mess, right? These biotech names are so tough. I mean, really, if you kind of like go back here and just look at what's going on with this thing. I mean, just from here, just from the last year, right? This thing really looks like a large Head and Shoulders-ish type move, right? So, sideways Head and Shoulders right here. It looks like kind of a squid, but you kind of have this going on right here, right? Here's your shoulder, here's your head, here's your shoulder potential. They kind of pushed it up right here. So maybe working on a bit of a move down. One of the things you can definitely see, right, is you definitely see the impulsive wave up, right? So you kind of see this kind of funky, this was an impulsive wave right here. 1, 2, maybe 3-ish. This is really, really tough here to put a count on. But, recently we do see a push up right here. We could be in a wave 2 retrace. Again, it tried to push its way back up, but it's failing to get moving. At this point here, I would just wait and see what it does after earnings and see if it gives you any clues on that one and where we go from there. So good stuff, Fabio. Appreciate it. Samara, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. So you got a couple out there. So either QS or Laser. You pick one. Pick one of those there. We had QS earnings tonight. And Laser has been just pretty wild.
Yeah, let's see what I got for QS here. We recently had a little breakout on QS. It looks
QS.
Like. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think they had a miss. Miss on earnings. I'm not sure what it was doing after hours on that.
Let me click the after hours here. So here's QS. Let's see what they did after hours. Not so bad.
Not too bad.
But anyways, we had this ABC wave 2 for a while, and then we finally got an impulsive 1-2, and it looks like we're in wave 3. And you can see here I have the 1.618 and 2.618 for wave 3. We're just gonna have to see where it goes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see on QS. QS is an interesting one, right? Fundamentally, like, their company is really flawed, right? They don't do anything, they don't make anything, and they have no income, right? So it's kind of like space, right? So, but it hasn't stopped folks from buying these things up before. So it's just funny, once you see these things going again, to kind of see how it moves. But yeah, it could be interesting right there. Because I like that. Let's see if it pushes up tomorrow. Maybe they'll try to buy the dip on that one. It could be interesting there too. So my what's going on? Yeah, so PLTR, we definitely highlighted that one a little bit earlier, so good stuff there. And Dire Straits, looking forward to learning how to draw the Fib extensions. Nice. Well, hopefully you found this pretty helpful there today too, and we were able to get in on that one. So good stuff there. Yeah, we showed some good examples of that, so hopefully you found that helpful right there. And then, you got a few of the same ones here. Yeah, you got CRM. We already looked at that one. Baidu. I think Baidu actually has some earnings coming up there too. And so we could take a look. I don't know if you've done Baidu recently. That's had a pretty big impulsive move up recently. But if not, we can jump and look at Blonde Broca's got Nvidia out there. So Paul, it's up to you which one you want to take there.
Yeah, let me take NVIDIA. I have a chart on NVIDIA here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Nvidia, I'd say with Baidu, guys, just wait and see what if they have like an actual earnings report that comes out, and then kind of go from there.
Okay, let's see. NVIDIA. Okay, I've been watching this one. Let's see what we got here. We had a 1-2. This was sideways forever, but we finally got an impulsive move out of here. And this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like wave 5 of 1 is actually still going here. We're extending in this wave. It looks like it could go a little bit higher.
It had a strong day today, so I wouldn't be surprised if it got some follow through today.
Yeah, we haven't got a wave 2 pullback yet, but it's coming.
Yeah. Winter is coming. So we got that going on there. So good, man. Thanks for tuning in. Flip, what's happening? mRNA. Have you done one on mRNA recently, Paul?
Yeah, let me see what I got for mRNA.
I know a lot of the biotech names were pretty weak today.
mRNA. Okay, this is interesting. So we had a 3-4, then 1, 2, 3, 4. We're finishing wave 5 of 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So doesn't look like mRNA has that much room left to go. We should be topping out pretty fast here.
Nice, good. Okay, good. So good stuff there. Good, appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Let's see, Johnny, we got a couple out there. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get through all of them, but Clove, have you done CLOV, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I think I'm in Clove, and it's not doing very good.
Well, listen. That sometimes that can help us reevaluate, right? So sometimes if we are in a bad position, it helps us really look at that wave count and be like, what did I miss on this?
Yes. So here's what's going on with Clove. We had a long ABC wave 2, and then we had an impulsive move up, and I'm thinking we're going to bounce out of here at least at the 786. But we blew right through it, and invalidation is this dashed line, but I'm hoping we get a bounce up out of here, but it doesn't look good to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Is this that Chairman stock, like the trust the process stock?
I'm not sure.
Not even sure. That's why when I tweeted out today, like you posted a good one on Tilray, I was like, trust the process. This is one of those ones where he was pumping this stock the other day. You can see that big impulsive move up a couple days ago. It was a big stock pump, and like it just is not going sometimes. So hopefully it'll go for you guys though. So that'll be good.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. So good stuff there. So Javier's got a couple on here, but let's see if I can find any overlap here. There's a lot of requests out there for Apple.
Okay, Apple I got. Let's see.
Apple's interesting, right? Because Apple, and like I said, it pulled back the channel here, but it's still above the macro upward trend line from the Corona crash.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for Apple, we got a 3-4, and then we have this wave 1 leading diagonal, and we're in a corrective wave 2 right now, and we're kind of paused at the 618. I'm hoping that we bounce off the 618 or out of the golden zone and start this impulse up.
And get going on Apple. Yeah, what's kind of interesting? Apple's really given us a lot of short opportunities the last couple of days. Not major, right? Nothing like super epic, but it's been giving us some pretty good short stuff. It gave us a good one intraday here today too. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it holds that again. But again, that's what happens when you're in a wave 2 pullback or a wave 4 pullback. Sometimes you can get those short setups. So good stuff there. Great, appreciate it, guys. Awesome there. And let's see what else we got here. So Javier, we got those. John, yeah, the H pattern, yeah, exactly. So that is a possibility often, and it can be a retrace or potentially a wave. The H could be a wave 4 pullback right on the way down. So good stuff there. And let's take a look here. How about CCIV for Ron?
Oh, that's a great one.
I know
Let's see.
you must have been looking at that one. That thing was epic today.
Yeah, yeah, we had that on our watch list a little while ago too. Let's see.
Yeah, we did. That's awesome, guys.
Let's
So one of the
see.
great things, guys, if you guys like the charts that we look at here, we're live in our Discord all day. So yeah, Paul's available in the Elliott Wave channel, and when he's not trading, right, he's able to to look at charts and help folks with their wave counts. Especially if you're new to Elliott Wave, it's really helpful. But even experienced, we've got a lot of really great Elliotticians in there who bounce chart ideas off of Paul and can be really really helpful. So that's a great part of our Discord. And of course, I go live at the open and close, and I'm there also throughout the day looking at charts and trying to find setups intraday. So pretty cool stuff there. But anyway, good stuff. Yes, so CCIV is one of those ones that just got moving today.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a series of 1-2s. I've been trying to figure out where to put in a 3-4, but it's just a real bullish, real explosive move here. And what's really interesting here is this wave 3 hit our 2.618 almost to the tick. So that kind of shows you how often these algo targets get hit. And to get that extension, it was just bottom of wave 1, top of wave 1, bottom of wave 2, and that gives us the 2.618, wave 3 to the tick.
Beautiful. I love it, guys. That's great. That's awesome. So a couple questions out here, and then we'll probably get it wrapped up here, guys. We already looked at PLTR, we looked at CCIV, we looked at this. So PA trade. So hey, Paul, how do you project the time ratio for wave 1, 3, and 5?
I can show you guys that. Let me see if I can find a something decent to show you guys here. The time is just like the Fib extensions, except it's horizontal instead of vertical. So let's say we're looking at AMD right here, and we have a wave 1 and 2 micro. Okay, so here's wave 1 and here's wave 2. Where's wave 3 going to go? First thing, we'll do a really quick vertical extension. Here's where wave 3 could end up. Let's see, let me drag this down real quick. So there's wave 3. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. 3's going to the 1.618. But the question is time. When are we going to hit the wave 3 in time? Okay, if we think the wave 2 is here, we go back to our little tools here and we go to trend-based fib time. And we start right here at the beginning of wave 1. And then we go to where wave 2 is going to be, and I'm going to project it right there. And then we go back to the top of wave 1. And you can see we get these vertical lines here. This is 1.618. This is 2.618. So for a time projection of wave 3, it would be right there at both 1.618.
Very nice. Wow, that's awesome. So so for that, you don't actually you don't pull it all the way back to the start of wave 1. You just go to the end of wave 1.
Yeah, start of wave 1 to wave 2 to then back to the top of wave 1.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense too, because you get the full time length right there, and then a projected move from the from that wave. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'd like to say these are really accurate, but they're not. But they at least give you a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's how you estimate it, right? That's the idea. So good stuff there. Manpreet had a question out here. So he said, "What would we draw? What would we draw last point so far from the actual wave 2 bottom?" So I think that's what we were talking about there. We just kind of pull it up, right? Pull it, so to get that projected wave 3 move, we start at the bottom of wave. Let's start at wave 1, top of wave 1, pull it back to the bottom of actual wave 2 once it's done, and once we can see things are moving, right? Then we could look for the 1.618, extension. I think does that sound right? Like what we were asking here?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd start right here, and then first click bottom of wave 1, top of wave 1. Bottom of wave 2 gives you the 1.618.
Nice. So the Nest grains on the radar too. So fertilizer stocks on the rise too. Good, I love it. Javier, yeah, travel stocks were green too. Absolutely, yeah. CCL was, the cruise lines were strong today. Some travel names were strong today. So good stuff there. Let's take a look here. So Creighton, we got a couple out there. We won't be able to get through all of them. We looked at some at lunch here today. Let's look at 2 more here tonight, guys. Let me grab one here for Creighton, and then we'll take one more. Let's see. So Creighton's looking at RNG. I don't know if you have one in RNG, but I'm happy to take a look at there, Paul, if you don't have it there.
Yeah, I don't go for it.
Okay, good. So RNG. So we looked at Apple, CCIV. Give me one second. We get pull it up right here. All right. So RNG. Where's my chart here? So RNG. So Ring Central. Whew, it's a wild mover right here, but wow, what a big push up on this one. Seriously, I mean, just an epic move up right here. So at this point here, right, we can kind of see this wave one move up right here. This sort of looks like an A, B, C kind of running move. I mean, maybe this is like a wave one, or a wave four triangle, and then we're kind of working on finishing up a wave five. This could be wave one, two. So one of the things we could do is do a fib extension on this one to see, right? So if we started here at the bottom of a wave one, subwave one, bottom of wave two, right? We could look to see if we could get to a 1.618 on this one, which brings this thing all the way up to $600. Now, am I going to say that it's going to get there? I don't know. We got earnings coming up, so let's see how it does on that one. And we got earnings that actually already happened here tonight. It looks like it just happened here tonight. So let's take a look and see what that did. Yeah. So it doesn't look like it wants to get to 600 anytime soon. So again, this is a tricky one right here. Watch the level. See how it holds. See how it holds this 404 level going into tomorrow. Maybe it'll try to give a reversal, right? So that's kind of one of the big things we're looking at there. So good stuff there on RNG. And let's take a look at one more, guys. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. And then again, thanks Paul for being here. If you like what you guys see, be sure to check out our group. The links are in the description. We'd love to have you with us. Paul's there busy doing Elliott Wave all day. I'm busy, answering. So Paul, let's take a look at one more. Let's take a look at, did we look at Neo? Let's look at Neo.
Neo, okay. Yeah, I got to count on Neo. Let's see. All right.
Oh, we got
Neo.
Fubo out there too. I don't know if you feel like Fubo.
Fubo went up after hours. It's looking bullish for sure.
Nice. Maybe we can glance at Fubo when we're done. That's it.
Real quick. Okay, I'll go through Neo real quick because there's two counts here. This is a wave one. Now I was thinking possibly we get a bounce off to 618, but we went right through it. So it's possible wave two could be a lot lower down here, and there's another way to count this. So Neo could be going lower before we go higher for sure.
Yep.
And then Fubo, let's see. Fubo. Right. So here's Fubo. Let's see, Fubo. Doesn't look like much. 1 2 1 2 1 2, and I think we're going up. But then we click after hours, and we had a pop right over the EMA 8. So it looks like we're going up in wave one.
So Fubo may still have some strength on a potential wave one up. That's awesome. Good stuff there. So good stuff, Michael. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I know uranium's been epic recently, so really good stuff, guys. Yaz, I really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for all the requests. Sorry I'm not able to get through all of them. We did hit a lot of these throughout the evening, so if you didn't catch it, definitely be sure to check the retweet here with everything we covered, and then you can kind of go back and see what we did. And Javier, if you want to join the Discord, right, just go to trade-with-paul.com, or just check the link in the description here. There's a Trade with Paul link in there too, so you can jump in the Discord on that one. Or if you're a Bubble Report member, right, you can always upgrade from there too. So good stuff. Paul, thanks so much for being here tonight. I'm glad we were able to get together this week, even though it's been a short week. But I think it's a good snapshot of the market here as we head into a new trading day tomorrow.
Yeah, my pleasure. Good times. Went good.
Good stuff, guys. Well, again, guys, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Paul, thanks again for being here. Great show tonight. Hope you guys learned a bunch about the Fib extensions with Elliott Wave, and really appreciate you being here. We'll see you guys bright and early. Everybody's a Bubble Report member. We'll see you guys for the Bubble Report. Paul will be having his wave counts in there, and we'll be talking about it in the morning. We'll also have we'll also see you guys here. If you're new here, definitely click subscribe on YouTube so you can check out our Good Morning Market Prep video. And like I said, the links to the Discord are in the description there. So really appreciate it, Paul. Thanks again. I hope everybody has a great night, and see you guys bright and early. And until then, stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay safe.